Hey everybody, sorry about my voice. I've been a little bit under the weather, but I wanted to make this video. It is New Year's Eve at the time of recording. It's a couple of hours away from midnight, and I've been thinking a lot about this new year. I think that New Year's can be a bit of a bittersweet holiday for many people, more so than some of the other holidays. Maybe you had a great year and you're just hoping to keep the ball rolling next year. That's great. I'm so happy for you. On the other hand, maybe it's been a rough year. Maybe you lost somebody you loved, or maybe you've had a bunch of failures and you just don't know where you're going to turn, where you're going to go next year, but you know that something has to change and you just are hoping to turn it all around. I completely relate to you, and believe me, things have to turn around, right? It's hard to imagine them getting much worse. There's got to be a way to turn it around, and that's where all these cliche New Year's resolutions come in. I want to lose weight. I want to make more money. True, I have those goals too, but I'm trying to be a little bit more specific in my resolutions or in my goals. Trying to reflect on those mistakes I made this year, and I made a lot of mistakes this year. Some of them are still haunting me to this moment, but I feel like those mistakes were necessary in order to learn from them and to figure out where to go from here, and really to not make those mistakes again. Sometimes that's the only way you learn what not to do, is by doing them and then suffering the consequences and going another way. So I've been reflecting a lot about this past year and those bad decisions I made. And yeah, I'm still suffering the consequences of a lot of my decisions, to be quite honest. Financially and in my health, in my relationships, in a lot of areas I've been lacking and been suffering. And I've tried a lot of different avenues to reach my goals and to find success, and then it seems like they don't work out. I was recently talking to my brother, who is an entrepreneur, and I highly respect him and admire the things he's been able to accomplish. And I told him it's like I keep trying these things and failing, and it seems like the more I look back at these failures, these things I've tried in the past, the more I think, I probably could have succeeded with these had I just kept pushing forward and kept trying. But it seems like I've been in this mode where it's like keep trying different things until something works. I think if I keep trying this and that and everything out there, eventually something's gonna stick. If I throw enough different kinds of poop at the wall, eventually something's gonna stick. So far that hasn't really happened. But if I were to stick with one kind of poop, if I were able to just stick with one thing and then keep at it, making little adjustments here and there, but just keep at it, keep coming at it from different angles, keep honing my craft until I get progressively better and better, eventually I'm probably going to find success at whatever it is. So that's one of my goals this coming year, and maybe I will try more than one thing. I'm hoping to grow this YouTube channel. Okay, I started it in August of this year. I just got my 10th subscriber today. Thank you so much. And thank you everybody for watching, really. And yeah, I'm gonna keep plugging away at this thing, and I'm gonna keep on putting out content. That's one of my goals. I want to put out a lot more videos on a regular basis. I'm hoping that as I go along, my content will get better and better. I'll come out with better ideas to make better content, and eventually it'll impact people in a positive way, and people will enjoy it and want to watch more. And that, selfishly, my hope is that eventually I can turn it into a money-making thing, and so I can do it full-time and not have to work at anything else. However, that it's not likely to happen right away. So I still have to do something else in the meantime. I'm not able to do it 100% of the time. Like I say, I'm gonna be working a regular job. I gotta serve those immediate needs somehow, but I don't know where I'm going with this. But anyways, so I guess my goals for 2020 are not to fall into the same mistakes, the same traps I fell into in 2019, but to remember what I went through and to learn from that, and to, keep at something, to keep at what I'm doing for long enough to break through the success barrier and get to where I want to be. That's not just money wise either, but definitely one of my goals is to make more money than I made before. I want to make more money than I've ever made before, and I want to work independently and do something that I love and something that I believe in. And but another one of my goals, is to get in better shape like everybody else. I want to start working out again, and it took me like 6 months to lose 10 pounds last year, and then I put it back on in a matter of about 2 more months. So in other words, a more specific goal is to formulate an exercise and diet kind of plan that I can stick with throughout the year long term. If it takes me another 6 months to lose 10 pounds, well, keep it going, and after the year I'm down 20 pounds. After 2 years I'll be down 40 pounds, and I'll be in the best shape of my life and right where I want to be. But my plan is to get up early tomorrow and start it. I'm going to start just doing some simple exercises and work on my videos early in the morning before anybody else is up, before I got to do anything else. Those are some of my personal goals, and maybe I'll check back in with you guys later on throughout the year and let you know how I'm progressing or regressing. Hopefully not, because that would be depressing. But those are some of my goals. Of course, I have many goals. I want to continue to grow as a person, and I want to be a better dad. I want to be so much more. So maybe as a specific goal, it would mean read more books, right? Maybe I plan to read a book at least every month. That's not a whole lot. I'm not going to be one of these big brainiac YouTuber influencers like, I read a book a day, I read a book every 2 days, whatever. Nah, man. I'm sorry. With Audible, I can get a lot more books in throughout the year, but it's hard. Okay, I'm lazy. Okay, but read more books, exercise every day, make videos. I'd like to upload a video at least 3 times a week. That's my goal, but for the meantime, we're looking at, it's been only about once a week. The holidays have really messed me up though. But anyways, I'm gonna plan a lot more cool content for you guys. Like I say, if this year has been a great one, congratulations. Keep that ball rolling, keep that momentum going, and just aim to make 2020 another happy, enjoyable, successful one. But if it's been a rough year, well, I'd like to say it can't get any worse, but it probably can. But that's why it's good to just reflect on the things that have happened, and what are the things that were out of your control that happened? What are the things that were in your control? Why didn't you spend more time with your kids, with your parents, with your friends, with your spouse, with your siblings? Why didn't you do that thing that you're passionate about? Why didn't you try that thing that you've always wanted to try? Why didn't you create that SoundCloud and put out some songs? Why didn't you reach out to that person and go play a gig at the coffee shop? Why didn't you start that YouTube channel? Why didn't you look into starting that business you always wanted to start? These things are all in your control, and it may seem like you don't have any time or energy, but you know what? Time's running out, guys. Another year just passed. Ultimately, you have obligations and maybe you're stretched thin, but is that how you want to live your life forever? You gotta figure out a way to just break the mold and get out of that rut you've been in. And I'm sorry if there were things out of your control that happened. I'm sorry if your friends or family died, or your spouse left you, or something, maybe something terrible happened to you. I'm sorry. But what can we do? We can sit around and cry about it, or we could try and make the most out of what we have left. So anyway, I really didn't even know what I was going to talk about during this video, and I went off a bunch of different tangents. But I thank you for watching, and most of all, I just want to just ask you to have a happy 2020. You know, best wishes in any case for the new year. Have a happy new year. If this meant anything to you at all, I'd love to hear from you in the comment sections. Maybe give it a thumbs up, share it with somebody you know. If you hated it, you can let me know that too, whatever. But anyways, thank you for watching, and yeah, happy new year.